Hello Channel NITT viewers, I am DS, a psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. In this episode, we're going to continue to talk about the INTJ and the ENTJ. I found something interesting about INTJ and ENTJs. On their own, they are very self-assured, they know their work very well, and they are confident of their work. INTJs and ENTJs tend to be excellent in what they do, and they know it. However, when they are praised for it in front of other people, they sometimes do not take credit for what they have done. Presume I'm a teacher and then the principal comes into my class and start praising me, saying what kind of a student I was in the past and that the students must learn from me. I don't know, I just get embarrassed. It's humility at work, but I don't feel comfortable being in the limelight. I think more so for the INTJs. In a strange way, I do not know how to react to this, even though I'm okay with it. But I realize that many INTJs do not particularly feel comfortable when they are praised or when they are being complimented in front of many people. Some of the INTJs that I know of may even brush it off, saying that, oh, it's just work. I remember in the past, this really happens to me as well. When people say that you have done a great job, I would say, it's my work, I'm paid for it. So INTJs and ENTJs tend to downplay their own achievements, sometimes consciously as well. So this is an irony on its own, because INTJs and ENTJs, if you ask them personally, and it's not in a crowd or in to address a lot of people, they know they are confident, they know they can do work, they know their work is of a good quality. But I do not know why INTJs and even ENTJs like myself, sometimes I feel burdened if I am placed in the limelight, although I don't mind being in the limelight. So generally, this does not pose any problem to INTJs and ENTJs, but if I look quite deep into this aspect of the INTJ and ENTJ, I found a potential problem that maybe INTJs and ENTJs really need to take note of. Because when you add the social element to your work, you sometimes really downplay yourself to the point whereby you may undervalue your own achievements or your own value. When I'm asked to quote my hourly rate, I realize that my hourly rate is really low compared to other people who are actually worse than myself. I do not know whether this is projection at work, whereby I think that other people wouldn't buy my services if it is quoted at a higher price. I am thinking a lot when I am quoting, and I tend to quote a low price, much lower than the market rate sometimes, and it is not a good thing. Because a lot of other people, especially the P-types, they overquote themselves because I don't know whether they are playing the game correctly or they really think highly of themselves. They actually quote a high price for their own hourly rate. And when that happens, there is some reverse psychology to it. People sometimes think that the more expensive that you quote, the better you are, and they buy their services. So ENTJs and INTJs, when you underquote yourself because you are placing lower value on yourself for whatever reason it is, not only are you sabotaging yourself or doing yourself a disservice, you are also doing the community a disservice. Don't let all the other P-types who are actually not so good get away with having a higher price. I think now you should play the game as well and quote yourself a higher price as well, a higher hourly rate. So fellow ENTJs and INTJs watching this video, do you also have this problem whereby if you are asked to quote the rates for your services, you sometimes tend to just quote a lower price because you want to make it affordable for the community or whatever the reasons are? Actually, you know that the rate that you are quoting is actually not on par with the value of the things that you are giving. Sometimes I tell myself, okay, I'm just quoting a lower rate, maybe when I get popular or when I get famous or when I really get very experienced, I can go higher. But the thing is, you still won't go higher because you already have a pool of clients. You feel obligated to maintain at least a reasonable price. So maybe my advice for fellow ENTJs and INTJs who are really going out and selling a service for the first time, just go for it, go high. Don't shortchange yourself. If you shortchange yourself, you may find it very hard to actually power up. Okay, at Channel NITT we produce a lot of INTJ, ENTJs videos such as this one. If you've enjoyed or found this video meaningful, do give us a like. If you have not already subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more INTJ, ENTJ and fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.